Belshazzar who? Hi, welcome back to our Director's Cuts. This is Monday morning after yesterday, part 8 of our book of Daniel. We were talking about the king Belshazzar and how Babylon ended up being destroyed at the end of his reign. You can catch that yesterday. It's quite a lot of information. These next 3, this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to be filling in some more details to show the historical accuracy of the Bible and particularly prophecy and exactly who God is. And so with that today, I want to talk about Belshazzar because, as I mentioned in the message, that it says that Belshazzar was the son of Nebuchadnezzar. In fact, actually, it says the reverse. It says Nebuchadnezzar was the father of Belshazzar. Well, we do learn that that doesn't need to be literal in the ancient world sense, because we understand that Belshazzar's mom was Nebuchadnezzar's child. But so the heredity came from the mother and it was his grandfather. And that was normal language at the time, so we shouldn't see that as a discrepancy when we look at the historical record. Some people tried to say that because there's actually 4 kings between Nebuchadnezzar and this Belshazzar, that how on earth could it be that far? Well, the mother's side, it's only her, but on the other side, there's actually a family change as well, not just 4 successions. We learn from the ancient historian, what I'm about to tell you, is Bavosus is the ancient historian, and he indicates that Nebuchadnezzar was 43 years on the throne. So we can do some time going there from 605 BC when he became, going on. Then his son became, Nebuchadnezzar's son became king, and he only reigned for 2 years because his brother-in-law killed him because he thought he was very arbitrary and was just all about indulgence. And so basically Nebuchadnezzar's son was all about himself. Very similar to Belshazzar, if you want to think about it. Then after that brother-in-law that then took over, he only lasted for 4 years before he died of natural causes. And we don't know what those natural causes were, but he died of natural causes. His son, who was still likely only a teenager and was seen to be diminished significantly from a mental capacity point of view, that he was literally, there was a coup against him that once he became king, and a group of conspirators beat him to death with clubs, and they put their leader in place, and that was Belshazzar's father. That coup that happened was led by Nabonidus, which is the king who was Belshazzar's father. But he didn't like really operating in the capital, and he didn't go on too many military campaigns. He actually spent more than a decade of his 16-year rule out in Arabia and kind of on the southeast side of Israel if you went to the top of Saudi Arabia, but on the western coast, the Red Sea side, not the Persian Gulf side, where he stayed there doing art and other things while he left his son, Belshazzar, to run the kingdom. So he was really a king, a co-regent, if you will. So that kind of gets you the line of where was Belshazzar and all of this. It is understood that his father came back when he heard through reports that Persia and the Medes, that the alliance has now broken and now they're against Babylon and surrounding it, that he would have went back to lead the armies, to which he ended up being captured before they took over Babylon. So the night that Babylon was destroyed, Belshazzar's father was already in captivity. He was not killed. Belshazzar was killed by the Persians, but the father was spared. He was initially supposed to be executed, but he ended up, for whatever wisdom he was able to conjure up, he ended up becoming a governor in a far-flung region later. So it's kind of interesting to see how those things happen. But I just wanted to let you know about the genealogy between Nebuchadnezzar and Belshazzar so that you are clear if anyone ever comes about you saying that Nebuchadnezzar wasn't his father. It was in a roundabout way that the ancients would use grandfather and father, similar as we would even say today, Father Abraham. Well, he's 3,800 years ago for us, and we still call him Father Abraham. You get what I'm getting at. So that even works in our vernacular here today. So it's helpful to understand that even the queen mom said that he was father via the kingship, not necessarily genetically. And so because he is an heir to the throne, he is a fellow king, that makes him a son effectively. Well, now that you know who Belshazzar is, we pray that you can go on your way. I bet you that's settled a mystery for you that you've been nagging to find an answer to. I'm having a little fun here. Well, God bless you. Go about your day and see what God can do through you in the week to come.